And now a toast for the best man. Let's give a round of applause for John Abraham.
Hello, everyone. My name is John. I'm the best man. And well, this is all very surreal, isn't it? I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. At any rate, thank you all for coming. You all look absolutely wonderful. I got all my groomsmen here. They look really handsome. Bridesmaids, you look lovely. Alanna, you are just stunning tonight. Maris, you look okay. Our dear friend Brian Blackburn couldn't be here this evening. He's overseas, but he wanted me to let you know that he wishes you well. You're in his thoughts. And he wanted to be here. So I like to imagine that he's, I don't know, crying into his pillow somewhere in some remote European hostel right now. I'm a terrifying orator, so I wrote something down, and you'll have to bear with me. I need this structure, I really do. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a bumbling idiot. So. There we go. I'll try to keep this brief. Please forgive me. Friday, August 10th, 8:47 p.m. Hello, lovebirds. Well, now you've gone and done it, haven't you? You've decided to go and get married and have me as your best man. Brilliant. I am the best. As I type this, I'm sitting half naked at my computer, attempting to figure out something witty to say. Perhaps another beer will provoke my creative forces and manifest itself in this paragraph. Nope, still nothing. I'll have you know I've resorted to Googling ideas for a best man speech. I've reached a new low. Heavy hangs the head that wears the crown. There is some advice on these websites, advice written by a bunch of lousy hacks. I think I'll give myself some advice and have another beer. I'm having writer's block and thinking in fragments, so I've decided to format this speech as a journal. This is my first entry, with more to follow as ideas become available to me. You honestly didn't think that I would have some sort of run-of-the-mill orthodox speech, did you? Well, shame on you if you did. August 15th, 6:20 p.m. Now that I've cleared my head a bit, allow me to present you with a bit of history. Maris and I met formally through a mutual friend, Chris Eppert. Chris Eppert, he's over here somewhere. Chris Eppert, ladies and gentlemen. He's a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend. Through a mutual friend, Chris, just prior to our teenage years, or, in common nomenclature, our tween years. Under auspicious circumstances, we became the best of friends, united in teen angst and social disillusionment. We're the youth of America, reckless and hostile. We said yes to everything and wouldn't take no for an answer, which admittedly led us into a few precarious situations. I will not suffer the audience today to listen to any specific anecdotal evidence or mischievousness. Classes were skipped, eggs were thrown, stitches were received, caution was thrown to the wind, pedestrian garbage cans were laid to waste at high speeds. Since those times, we have now matured into full-fledged adults. Well, Maris has. The jury's still out on me. I will issue no apologies for my youth, and I'm sure Maris wouldn't either, because it's that very history which was so integral in this sad shell of a groom that you see before you today. As well as this charming best man you see before you today. Now, before Maris gets all teary-eyed and laments the passing of his youth, which actually, if that occurs, I want it documented in full by photographers, videographers. It's worth noting that he has made something of a success of himself, flexing his entrepreneurial muscle and doing quite well. He has taken life by the horns. Maris and Alanna have a lovely home together, financial security, and 2 dogs. Oh, wait, check that. 3 dogs. Now the wedding's over, so make sure you put some water in Maris's bowl when you walk in the front. September 1st, 8:01 p.m. Hey, John here. It's the weekend again, and you guessed it, I'm half in the bag. I would like to take a moment to help everyone understand how desperate Maris needs Alanna. I'm sure he would never admit it, but he is virtually helpless without her. We have detected a marginal improvement in his helplessness in the time that they've spent together, which is good. Any measurable improvement will do. Maris would do anything to keep Alanna happy.
This is true.
True. Over the years, I have witnessed the courtship of these two. And let me tell you, Maris has put in a great deal of effort to make today's wedding a reality. Throughout history, there have been tales and myths of feats accomplished that took great resilience and strength. You know these myths. Atlas supports the weight of the world upon his shoulders. Puny David slew mighty Goliath. I actually rose out of bed today to come to this wedding. Amateur night. All of them. Nothing compared to Maris. Never in my life have I watched a man pursue a woman as relentlessly as Maris has. Which sounds slightly creepy, but really, just keep following me. If even half of the effort that he has put into convincing Alanna to date him was focused in his professional life, then he'd probably be president now. I honestly admire Maris's willpower. It's something to behold. He never gives up. I also admire Maris's intelligence, and if any of you have sustained a conversation with him of any length, then I'm sure you would concur. He's incredibly knowledgeable and a master of wit. I admire Maris's looks and sense of style. Not really. Plastic surgery is always an option. There I go, being a jerk again, off to the public. September 5th, 12:04 p.m. I realize in my past journal entries, I've been a bit scathing, perhaps a bit cruel. I apologize, I'm insecure. I feel I should say something nice, so at this point, I'd like to address Alanna directly. Alanna, you've always been very kind to me. Even when I was at the absolute pinnacle of obnoxiousness, I hope Maris is aware of how lucky he truly is to have a woman as beautiful, intelligent, and caring as you. I want to share this story with you. This is a true story about me. I was eating lunch at a Coney Island in my area when I witnessed something spectacular. An elderly man and his wife were sitting at a table adjacent to mine, waiting for their food. He had his hand across the table, holding hers, and they were just sort of gazing longingly into each other's eyes. I thought, it must be nice to be this committed to each other after so many years together. The elderly woman, while lost in her husband's stare, smiled and said to him, "Did you forget to close the garage door?" And that's love. That's you in 40 years. I'm not sure what they did to make the marriage last, and I'm not an authority on matters of the heart, so I'll only offer the both of you this one piece of advice on your wedding day. Remain young at heart, and I promise that your life together will be fantastic. If that seems sentimental, then soak it up, because you probably won't hear any more of it from me tonight. Ooh, that's a good one. September 5th, 12:06 p.m. Tonight is the bachelor party. I've made reservations at Chuck E. Cheese this evening, and I'm looking forward to arriving home at a reasonable hour. I heard they have pizza and pinball. I'm excited.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah. September 22nd, 8:42 a.m. That's this morning. Here I am, sitting in front of my computer, fully clothed this time, mind you. In but a few short hours, I will be standing next to you as you become husband and wife. It is an honor to be here with you on this special occasion. I love you both dearly. I really do. I love you guys. If there are any beautiful single women between the ages of 21 and 100 in the crowd, I will be locked in orbit around the bar for the rest of the evening. So feel free to come say hello to me. Oh, yes! Victory is mine. Victory is mine. So sweet. Okay, to everyone in attendance this evening, I would like to thank you on behalf of the wedding party for attending this monumental occasion. Okay, I don't need to sing anymore. That'd be just my luck, too. Well,
For you.
it's for me. What's her age? So, I'd like to propose a toast. If you would please raise your glasses of whatever you happen to have. Lemon water in my case. Lemon water. To the bride and groom. Maris, you're like a brother to me. Alanna, I'm like the brother you never wanted in the first place. I wish you a long and happy life together. And I would wish you good luck, but you probably don't need it. I'm supremely confident in your marriage. Congratulations. Cheers. Ooh, lemon water.